Hello, my name is Natalie Paneng, a multimedia digital installation artist based, born, and living in Johannesburg, South Africa. I studied theatre a few years ago and decided to change my medium to digital arts, which is self-taught, and now I make use of digital art and installation to create worlds both online and in real life. I was a digital artist trying to find ways to work within other mediums, and the focus of this residency had this crossover between a South African print studio, David Krutt, and a studio here in Leipzig. And so I thought it would be really cool to find ways to translate my digital work into an older analog practice through printing press and printing techniques. My practice is very centered in my feelings, my thoughts, my experiences, and somehow I'm using my practice to articulate my daily life. And for me, through this work, as an example, I was trying to look at what it means to be in a new space, trying to create as an artist in the same ways, but also trying to live in a way of being displaced but having a sort of output at the end of this new experience. And so a lot of the time I was sitting with myself and just having feelings, thoughts, and then I thought about ways to overperform those feelings, my daily actions. Some of these actions were just eating or the food I would find, and trying to find a way to make that an installation somehow, thinking about plants and missing plants and it being winter and trying to find them and then create installation through that, thinking about the artistic process, about how Leipzig is a painting town. I'm not a painter, but also another medium through my practice. And so I started playing with this clowning of the performance of being an artist, and then through all of that, I brought it all together in a feedback kind of experience of certain moments, certain experiences I had in Leipzig and certain focuses I had. The one thing working in a different medium in etching with photogravure was trying to think ahead in a non-digital way. I had to think about colors in a very different way. I had to think about moving things. I had to think about flipping images and how there's a reverse. And these are all things that I never think about because I do everything with the click of a button. It's super quick and I don't have to do much work. But this process really made me think deeper about color, perspective, balance, work, effort, wastage, storage, like just different applications that you don't necessarily have to think about in the same ways when it's just Photoshop or some digital software. And so I think it really inspired my ways of thinking more critically when making work versus just being able to easily access and change things via the little mouse.